Something was wrong. The whole family in the same room, and yet something is off. They should look happy, but only one is sad. The boy, looking through the covers as his grinning parents, their smiles cold, lifeless, and red. The man has done something to Mummy and Daddy. He has done something to their smiles. They're long, ripped, and bloody. The boy wanted to scream, to cry, to plead, and beg for the man to let them go. But he didn't. He couldn't. His mind was telling him that if he did anything, he would end up like Mummy and Daddy. Or worse. He looked up at the man in the moon, the blue tint somewhat comforting him as his mother's voice echoed in his mind. Look to the moon, the man in blue. Look to the moon, too little, too few. Look to the moon, know it is true. Look to the moon. He will protect you. He repeated the saying over and over, before the stranger stared at the empty wall in front of him, sliding his gloved hand over his father's scarred face, smearing it in crimson. The man's movements were agile, accurate, and smooth. It was almost professional in nature as his hands moved, stopping and starting on different parts. The boy was terrified, confused by the man's actions. He took a deep breath and looked closer, noticing that there were words on the wall, but what they spelt were a mystery to the boy. The man was finished, wiping his hands on the mother's deep purple dress before looking at his work. The masked stranger gave a small nod of approval before moving to look at the bed. The boy panicked, quickly but quietly diving under the covers, as if there were a guaranteed way to protect himself. Minutes passed, then hours. The boy didn't know what to do, but he knew he had to do something. Slowly, millimetre by millimetre, he began to look up, carefully looking around to see if the man was there. And what he saw both terrified him and relieved him. Nothing. He saw nothing. The man was gone, which the boy was surely happy about. But then he wondered, where has he gone? The boy tensed, not sure what to do. Should he move? Run? Scream? He didn't know. A pungent smell filled the room, the corpses in the room producing a horrid smells. The boy wanted to scream, but before suddenly hearing noises coming from under his bed, creaks and small bangs coming from the black abyss of his bed. The boy came to one conclusion. He was under the bed. The boy didn't know what to do. He wanted to run, to get free, but he didn't. The man didn't know he was there. He had to be calm so the man won't get him. The boy's gaze was drawn to the wall, his eyes adjusting to the dark as he begins to read, saying them to himself quietly. I know you're awake. The boy's eyes widened, realizing his predicament. He looked down, seeing the man's hands out of the covers slightly. He looked to the moon, a single tear in his eyes. Please, man in the moon, save me. Look to the moon, the man in blue. Look to the moon, too little, too few. Look to the moon, know it true. Look to the moon. He will protect you.